This was an exciting week because we had some very famous people show up at the efficient build site, the Mexican Carpenter, and some other guys. We were at the Zero Failures event from Sashko, so that was a lot of fun. We highly recommend it. Also, we wanted to finish the cantilever and finish episode 2, but we were not able because for whatever reason we had some confusion in the delivery of the lumber and it did not get here. So we decided to start working on episode 3, which is the tiny house wall.
We are starting with a few repairs because winter was really harsh and our drainage mat got undone. So this is what we're doing. To start, we are using a Stegotac tape, which is extremely powerful. We are putting a few strips and then we need to make sure that we can adhere stuff to this insulation. So we're applying a layer of home sealer, which is specifically designed for this product. And then we're going to use a spray adhesive and finally duct tape 3-inch.
It's been a long, exhausting day and we're finally done, but I wanted to show you a few things before we go home. So these are not typical walls like you would typically, like you just assemble the entire wall on the floor and just lift it up. Because if we were to do that, we would run into all sorts of problems. So the first thing is these studs on the side, they are ram set to the metal, so they cannot move. Another problem is we have a hold down right here, an HDU4. So inserting the screws on this thing with a wall already assembled, it would be almost impossible, or at least it would be a tremendous headache. We have another one up there. So what we ended up doing is we basically almost ended up assembling this wall stud by stud, which ended up taking us like 3 hours or so. So that's another thing of the complexities about dealing with steel. It's not only expensive, but it also slows you down significantly. We had a crazy night last night. It just rained and rained and rained, and look at this. It's unfortunate, I guess. I don't really know what to do. I guess the only thing I know to do is to hurry up and put this roof up so that this doesn't happen anymore. But that said, I wanted to actually show you a different thing, which is related to this lumber we're using. These are LSLs, and we're using LSLs and engineered wood for everything. And the reason for that is they are super nice to work with. They are perfectly straight. They don't crack when you put nails on them. They're amazing. If you've ever cut your 2x lumber to size and you're about to nail it, and then you nail it, and then as soon as you put that nail in, it just cracks open. And then it's like, what do I do now? Do I cut it to size? Well, I cannot cut it any shorter because it needs to be this size. Do I throw it away? Do I scrap it? Do I use it for blocking and then get a new piece? 2x lumber has crowns, twists, you name it. So it's a pain. It's cheaper. This guy is more expensive, but in my opinion, 2x lumber, you end up paying for it in labor. while this guy you pay up front. So you might still save a lot of money with a 2x lumber, but to be honest, in my opinion, for us there's no future way of going other than engineered wood.
So we're here at the Crosscut in Ireland. We got a friend from work on the previous job visiting us, and he helped us with some framing on the tiny house. So you basically want your spot to stay at least a night.
Awesome. I'm excited, yeah.
So thank you, nice to have you all. And we're here at Crosscut where we bring everybody. So
Great. Have an awesome day, yeah.
It's very dark in here, and I don't know if you can tell, but we had a massive storm overnight, and it is completely flooded down here. It is one of those days when you think like, oh man, your wheel is definitely getting tested. To be honest, I prefer snow because at least you can shovel it, swipe it off, but rain, it just soaks and it's just annoying. I guess that's my only consolation prize back there. I don't know, the view. I love these kind of like misty days that are like kind of mysterious. Did you know I want to actually make a horror movie? I think this is the perfect setup for it.
Welcome to our ADU. So come on in, look at the beautiful view as soon as you come in. I will have to say we hate this rain. We're getting pools of water everywhere, but hopefully we'll get this covered in 2 weeks at most. So let me show you. Here we have the internal walls. So this one here is going to be a closet. We're still deciding if it's going to be only for clothes or if we're going to have the washer and dryer in here and then the top part for clothes. And this one here is the bathroom. So here on the bathroom, well, here you have the toilet. And then here we have the shower and the vanity over here. And the beautiful feature of this bathroom is this is going to be a window. It goes pretty much from wall to wall. And it's perfect height for privacy, but we still get all the natural light and we can see the blue sky and the treetops.
So let's have a quick chat on whether we should install the panels horizontally or vertically. To be honest, the simple rule, well, the simplicity is that you can do it both ways. I mean, the manufacturer won't ding you one way or the other, and in reality, nor will the structural engineer. In my personal opinion, I think it's better to install them horizontally. The reason for that is if you see these vertical studs, their strength is mostly vertical. So when you put the sheathing vertically, that sheathing is bracing less studs than it would horizontally, which means if you install it horizontally, it'll have a greater bracing power. Unfortunately, I don't have the math to prove it to you. That's what I think, but please comment below if you disagree with me. So yeah, I know this could be a little controversial to some people, but in my opinion, it's better.
sheathing, and most importantly, the measurements we take against weather, because we're always taking a beating from weather. So this is the first step. So the panel, the OSB at the bottom, it's exposed, it's just like regular wood, and we have a humidity coming up from the concrete. So we're taking this, this step, we apply a layer of zip tape, and then it goes this way, it goes in the bottom, and then it goes around. So that's to protect from humidity coming from the concrete. The next step we do is apply Prosecco. You have seen us use this product in the past. We like it because it has like some fibers, and it makes it more, it adds strength to the product. So the way we apply this is first we fill the cavity, and then with a little spatula, or however we call it, we go up and we go down, and that's the next layer of protection. There's not much to say, just remember to use zip tape and don't forget to roll it, never forget to roll it. Now, a couple of things for this installation. You'll notice that this is regular duct tape, and that's because it's temporary. This is actually a window, so then we're going to cut this and do the waterproofing as it should be. And the other thing is, you'll notice we're not going all the way to the top, and that's because first we need to install some straps that go all the way to the second floor. And so to close out this video, let me give you just one last tip, and it's this one here. So we are applying big stretch on every single nail, and even though it's not required by the manufacturer, we do it anyway. It's just an extra layer of protection, but it's incredible for QA. So if you notice here, we missed one row of nails in here, and it also helps if you identify an imperfection, or if the weather protection got damaged, you can fix it as I did here. So, well, we're going to take care of this, but we're not going to put it on video. And that's pretty much it. So if you like our video, please give us a like and consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Look, we have a special guest. You can see a little baby behind it.